What's up? It's me again. You know who it is. It is your traveling instructor, your virtual flex instructor, Jesse Sawyer, nationally recognized inclusive fitness trainer, silver sneaker flex instructor, and you can find out more about me by visiting my website at www.jessesawyer.com. Now, as you can see above me, it looks like I'm in front of all these mountains, which I'm really not. I am right in front of La Quinta Inn and Suites, and not that I've been hanging out there all night as well. I haven't. I just stopped, pulled over before I go to my next place, and I'm about to deliver the hand circuit to you. So I'm not talking about like hitchhiking or Peace or Texas Longhorns or, West Side. We're not doing any of that. We're going to be doing a hand circuit where we're going to focus with this stretcher on squeezing that thumb, squeezing that fist, squeezing those knuckles, and going through that motion so that you can improve dexterity and try to really enhance that wrist activity, which impacts the shoulder and the neck. And we've been focusing on the shoulder and the neck, so now we're going to focus on that hand dexterity. Last time we did opposition when we worked on the hands. Now we're going to work on that hand circuit. And there's different types of hand circuits, but we're going to be using the dynamite blow-up type hand circuit today for your convenience. So hopefully you enjoy this video. Hopefully you enjoy my personality, and hopefully my looks as well. Huh? What do you think? Yeah, shaved a little bit, so makes me look a little younger. Anyway, let's get started. Funkified Maniacs, well, right across the globe. Silver Sneaker members, new members, YouTube subscribers, those Facebook Live streamers. I'm back. Chicka chicka. You know who else is back? The Style and Profound. We on the deal and shaking and baking, moving and grooving. I don't got camouflage on, but I got the gray on. No limousine riding. No high flying. No stunting with any glasses or beanies. It's just me delivering this edition of the stretcher, the hand circuit. Now, a few things. Lightheadedness, pain, dizziness, discomfort, or fatigue. Again, a little bit of hand circuit there. Hit the pause button, come on back. Next thing is the stretcher 5. Virtual liability. You should always consult with your physician before engaging in any physical activity program. By participating in this online exercise with me, you assume all dangers, hazards, risks of such participation. Exercises demonstrated by the instructor in this online class can be demanding. If you're unable to safely perform these exercises, please modify them or choose a different set of exercises. Number 2, remember, I can't see you and I can't hear you, but you can see me, so you can see that I have the seatbelt on yet. So we want to remove that seatbelt because this is not going to be a dangerous exercise. This is not going to be an overexerting exercise. This is going to be an exercise, again, to work the hands and improve the dexterity and function of those fingers, and not necessarily through the opposition. So if you're in that seat, or if you're in the standing position, you want to make sure that you are sitting tall, sitting up on the edge of that chair. It's a little hard for me because I'm sitting in a vehicle, but you want to tuck the belly, tuck the tailbone, chest is out, shoulders are up, back and down, and you want those ears, right, over the shoulders, nice and elongated, nice and tall. If you are in a seated position and you can see your feet or know where your feet are at, you want those toes over knees, knees over hips, hips over shoulders, and then you want to, again, be nice and tall. Slight bend at the knees. Naturally, if you're in the seated position, you're always going to have that slight bend in the knees. If you're in the standing position, you want to have a slight bend as well. You don't want to lock them out because you can also faint. You don't want to faint because you want to get through this exercise routine, because you're going to get some good stuff that you can just do on a regular basis when you're at home, and you can show some loved ones as well along the way. So again, with this and number 2, make sure you keep those ears over your shoulders, tuck the belly, tuck the tailbone, chest out, shoulders up, back and down, and breathe throughout the entire routine. Remove the tensions, remove the toxins, create that healthy energy around you. You can start seeing the cloud line there. Awesome, right? Pretty nice, right? Yeah, you like, yeah, well, what are you thinking? Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm doing it big now, doing it big. And you're going to go big from doing these exercises. Get those hands moving. 3, breathe, inhale, exhale. 4, rate of perceived exertion. It is a 1 through 3 scale. Clearly, this is not going to be overexerting you. You're relaxed, you're confident. You might be doing this in your vehicle. You might be doing this right in the bathroom stall. As whatever you're doing, whatever business you're doing, you might be just doing it in a lunchroom and a break, right? And getting your hand circuit in. Yeah, I know how that sounded. Not that hand circuit either. We're talking about the hand circuit where you're working on dexterity. Now, that's like a hand circus. We're talking about hand circuit. So we're going to be doing that. And then we're going to make sure you get to that 2, which you're kind of warmed up. You're extending a little bit more. You're breathing a little bit deeper. You're walking through those motions. You're squeezing a little sturdier. You're holding that tightness in that fist and that wrist. And you're engaging some of those muscles as well, more in that isometric aspect and contraction. So you're getting relaxation and contraction, which creates pliability, which is really good as we age or go through that aging process, because it allows you to react and anticipate what is going to happen or what's going to occur, so that it makes you actually improved with stability, and then that stability improves your mobility and takes the tension away as well, and any tightness, discomfort. And that's all things we want to be able to do. And then you get to the 3, where if you're out of breath, you're overexerting, you're starting to sweat, it's starting to be discomforting or painful, then you want to kind of cut it back and not maybe squeeze as hard, or work on areas that are more beneficial for you. So some of you might have some contracture at home based upon your injury. You might have had a stroke and you can't move one hand or other. You have some paralysis, and then just getting those hands opened is really difficult. So you're going to be trying to really engage those hands. You might get some spasticity, and that might create some discomfort. So as long as it's not painful, continue with me. Just don't get discouraged. Let's keep it moving and let's keep growing. Number 5, hydrate. Got my bottle. And again, God, the object of this is to keep growing, keep moving, and keep learning. And so here we go. We're going to walk through. Initially, we're going to just do some little opposition. We did this last week, or the last time we did it, with a little opposition. So you're going to just kind of walk through those fingers. I'm doing that right hand right now, and it's just a little bit of a warm up to get those fingers activated and remind you of the exercises that you can do just to get warmed up before we go to that hand circuit. So hopefully you can see this entire hand. I know, again, I'm in a vertical screen and I'm not in that landscape screen, so I'm not exactly sure what comes through on this video. Hopefully it's a little broader than what I'm seeing, but if it's not, that's okay. You're getting the idea. You're squeezing those fingers as you walk them through. You can tuck that elbow into the rib cage. You can have that hand straight on out like this, where I just covered up the camera, or you can just kind of make that little zeros and walk it through. And you're just squeezing each and every time, and you're breathing as you go through this motion with me. Now this is my right hand as I walk them through, and you can hold like pinky and thumb. Get a nice hold. You can hold that for 20 seconds. You actually start feeling that run again through that thumb, through that wrist. Remember, that wrist is connected to that shoulder. Anytime you move that wrist, you're moving the shoulder, and the glenohumeral joints getting work. So when we do get that carpal tunnel, we get that overuse. A lot of that comes from the shoulder region being overused. So then what happens is those wrists get a little weak, a little tired. So we want to be able to work those. So now I'm going to go to that ring finger and squeeze, and I'm going to hold as well, because we want to make that circle, and we want to really squeeze, and we want to be able to make some tension there so that we gain strength, so that we can pick up things as we get older. You know, bottle caps, pins, tie our shoes. Squeeze that middle finger now. We don't want to use the middle finger, but we want to be able to squeeze that middle finger, because we want to be able to open jars up, right? Open doors. So again, this helps with squeezing. And then here's the other finger. So that would be your pointer finger. Using that pointer finger really helps as well to like fold towels, to pick up groceries, to pick up laundry, all those different things. Hold onto a fork, hold onto a spoon, shoelaces as well. And so there's many different things. Pushing that remote control as well, and you're squeezing, and then there you go. Relax it, shake it off, get some hydration if you have it in your car, or if you have it wherever you're at. You want to get some hydration, and then we're going to go to that other side. So the other side would be the left side. So the left side is just going to come open, and I'm going to just walk those fingers through here as well, just like that. And I can watch them. I can close my eyes and do it, just relaxed. Hopefully I stay in the screen as I do this. And that's somatosensory as you walk them through. So I can guide you as you do this with the left side, closing those eyes and making you actually walk through that motion. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close those eyes now, and I'm going to walk it through. Hopefully, again, I don't drift off screen. And then I want you to take your pinky and your thumb and squeeze them together. There you go. So hopefully it's in screen and my eyes are closed, your eyes are closed, and you're getting a sensory feel of where you're at, where's the hands at, where's the elbow at, is it tucked into the rib cage, is that joint at the wrist, is it nice and solid? And then you want to go to that next one as you open those eyes, you want to go to that ring finger. So now I'm squeezing that ring finger as well. So the ring fingers get nice squeezed, holding that. And then we're going to go to the next finger. As I open those eyes, I'm going to go to that middle finger, and I'm going to close those eyes, and I'm just getting a sensory of that. Where's that middle finger at? How's that feel? Is it discomforting? Can I tolerate this? And then with the eyes closed, I want you to go to the pointer finger, and then you're going to squeeze that as well. So again, you're creating a circle, and you're just walking through those as I go to the middle finger with my eyes closed, and then where's that ring finger? Eyes closed still, somatosensory, and then you're going to that pinky. And then I just want you to walk them through back to that ring finger, middle finger, pointer finger, pinky, middle. Are you feeling it? Do you understand where they're at? Can you find them? And then that pointer finger again. And then rest them down, shake them off. So those are things that you want to work on. The somatosensory especially is getting a feel for what those fingertips feel like. Again, possibly if you're diabetic, you're losing some of that sensory. If you've added any hyper or hypothermia, hyper or hypo type environmental issues, you might have lack of sensory as well. If you have arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, or just osteoarthritis, you might have sensory issues. If you've had some rotator cuff injury or pinched nerves, there might be sensory issues as well. If you had any strokes, paralysis, seizures, there could be some sensory. So I don't really know exactly where you're at. The goal is to just try to improve and incorporate different types of exercises for the hands to improve the shoulder dexterity as well and the shoulder strength. So now we're going to go that hand circuit after I get this hydration. I know I'm talking a lot. Clouds hopefully are going away. And I'm going to put my hand nice and wide, okay, first of all. So you want to widen it, strengthen it. And then I'm going to put it this way across. So it's across my body like I'm about to do Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. So I'm going to keep those hands, and I'm going to take these knuckles initially. Thumbs up. Knuckles come in. Got it? They came in. So if it's out like this, on the other hand, they're just coming in like this. And then I'm going to squeeze the fist, right? And then I'm going to detonate the bomb. Detonate it. Squeeze. Now you're squeezing your fist the entire time right here. This is your hand circuit. Now, in order to get out of that hand circuit, right, we can blow it up or we can undetonate. So I want you to undetonate the hand grenade. Take it up. Bring those knuckles back, right? And then that fist opens up and then open up. So again, we're going to keep the hand grenade, knuckles, fist, detonate. Undetonate, you still have the fist, knuckles back, hand goes out. Here we go again. And this is your right side. So your knuckles, fist, detonate that hand grenade, squeeze that fist. Now you can tuck again that elbow into the rib cage, or for the learning purposes right now, my elbow is not tucked in to that rib cage because I got to be able to demonstrate and show this to you. And then you're going to, again, undetonate, right? Thumb goes up, knuckles go out, and then the whole hand goes out like that. So that is Pledge of Allegiance style. So now you can do that in the front like this. Hopefully you can see me. There you go. Like that, where I'm trying to keep it straight on, and I'm just taking those knuckles back, and then I'm taking the fist, and then I'm detonating, right? Squeezing that fist straight on out. Right side, undetonate, and then open up. Knuckles, fist, detonate. It doesn't come with sound effects. Just so you know, you gotta pay extra for that. Undetonate, knuckles, and then take those hands back out. How you feeling? Feel good? I hope so. I'm starting to feel that in my wrist. Knuckles, fist, squeeze, detonate, undetonate, because we're not trying to blow anything up. We're just trying to make those hands a lot stronger. That's your right side. Let's get to that left side. If you need some hydration, you need to shake that hand off, shake it off, a little jazz fusion. Having some fun here. So we're going to do the other side now. Pledge allegiance again. Cross the heart. And then I'm just going to take those knuckles, right? Thumbs up for the detonation of that grenade. Squeeze that fist. You're squeezing that entire forearm as well. You're squeezing your bicep. You're squeezing your shoulder. And then you're going to explode that, right? Blow up that grenade. Now you have a grenade. So now we want to undetonate that grenade. Up. Take those knuckles. And then put those hands out. And I got some big hands, so hopefully you can see this at home and you can follow along. So again, this is as I'm pledging allegiance to the flag. So my hand is this way, palm is facing me, and I'm going to take those knuckles, fist, detonate, and squeeze. Unsqueeze, right? Or you can still be squeezing, but you want to take the thumb up, bring those knuckles back, open up, squeeze again, squeeze that fist, squeeze it really hard now. All right, so you have different levels of squeeze. Undetonate. All right, so nice squeeze right now. You get nice in tension. You're creating tension. Now you're creating even more tension on that wrist, on that forearm, on that shoulder, on that bicep, on that tricep, on that core. And now you're squeezing down and you're making a fist. And now you're going to release that tension slowly. Shake it off, and I'll show you in this direction, where you're facing straight forward. And you want to shake off a little bit. You want to get a little hydration. Go for it. And now I'm going to put this hand right out here like this, so you can see. Yep, there you go. And I'm going to rest it right here on my arm rest, so that you can see this a little better. So again, we're going to squeeze those knuckles back, squeeze the fist, and detonate. So now you got that fist in that grenade. Undetonate. Take the knuckles forward, and then open up nice and wide. Knuckles back, squeeze the fist. You're going to feel that really in that inside right here. You're going to feel, and then detonate, right? Nice good squeeze, nice good tension. Create the tension, isometric hold. Open up with the thumb, open up with the knuckles, open up with the hand. I think I just saw a bird. Here we go. Squeeze the knuckles. It wasn't Beamer and it wasn't Lincoln, I swear. I swear it wasn't. And squeeze that fist. Keep that thumb up. Detonate it. There you go, right? That's what we want to do, right? We want to detonate. We want to get a squeeze. We want to get that feeling. We want to get an engagement of those muscles. We want to create growth, right? That's the goal of and the objective of doing these exercises with me. Growth, no matter what type of growth it is, even if it's in the prefrontal cortex as you're working on your left side here, and then open, open, and shake off. There you go. So let's do both of them now. So that was unilateral. Let's get these grenades, and then let's take these grenades then, and then we want to really try to explode them as well. So I want to put them both out in front like this. Might work a little easier, so I'm kind of like hunched now. Now my shoulders are up a little bit just because I don't have the ability to move around too much in here, so you're going to see a little shrug in my shoulders just so I can get my hands up like this. They're right in front of me. You would just have your hands straight out in front of you, or you'd just be resting them right here on your rib cage and doing the exact same thing with those thumbs back like that. So you can do them this way too, where you, and then squeeze, thumbs are back towards me, and then you're going to detonate, right? You can see. Try to keep them equal for you. And then thumbs come back out, knuckles come up, and then I'm coming up like that. So my thumbs are still, they're kind of resting right here on my clavicle as I drop down, squeeze those fists like that, and then I drop those thumbs down. And then I take those thumbs back up, undetonate, pull, up. Got it? Down, squeeze the fist, drop the thumb. You can see the thumbs drop, right? Thumbs come back out, hitting my clavicle, and then I'm rolling out, and then I'm opening up. So again, here's another drop down. Squeeze those fists, drop those thumbs, right? Like little remote controls, or you're playing some type of video game. Although this is a video game, these are real wrists, real fists. And then open up, take those thumbs back, right? Open, take the thumbs back first. Open, down, squeeze, bam, detonate, undetonate, knuckles, up. Hand, circuit, there you go. Ah. Can you walk with me now? Ah, shake them off and blow them up, baby. That's dynamite. And dynamite has just left the building and it blew up my screen. So peace, my friends. Go in peace. Hope you had a great day. Hopefully you learned from doing this hand circuit. It's something that you can improvise. You can add to your routine. You can do it unilateral. You can do it bilateral. You can just work on it at home while you're watching some TV or you're kicked back in your vehicle like I am. And it just really works on trying to create greater wrist strength, greater forearm strength, and try to assist with the rotator cuff development and taking some tension away from that shoulder. And again, Jesse Swear, go visit my website, www.jesseswear.com. Peace, my friends. Yeah, I'm out. Finish.